What's up, guys? Dr. Feelgood here, back again with another philosophy. And today is going to be a very comedic topic, very comical. It's something I've thought about for years, brought up in conversations here and there, very briefly, of course. And I'm sure any and every man at some point has thought about this. I'm almost positive, especially men that are in love or in serious relationships. I and ladies, listen to me. Listen very carefully. This is not a pot shot at you guys. I promise you. I'm not taking a shot at you. This is not a pot shot. This is not something to embarrass you. This, as I said, this is actually very funny. It's very comical, and I'm sure many men have asked themselves this question at one point or another. Okay, so just bear with me, all right? I'm sorry, but there is one thing to me that is more rare than seeing Bigfoot in the wild, more rare than a Loch Ness monster in the lakes or open seas, more rare than the precious metal vibranium in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. There is something out there that only a few men have ever caught or seen. Or let me say, I'm sorry, caught or heard. Okay? Bear with me. There is something out in the wild that is so antisocial, so secretive, that to come across it is sometimes you don't even know. It catches you by surprise. What am I referring to exactly? To me, it's one of life's greatest mysteries. The female fart. Listen to me, okay? Listen to me. I've been in two very long term relationships, totaling roughly 15 years, all right? And I've also been in the dating scene a bit, right? But when I think about it, outside of being in a very serious relationship where you live with the person, I don't think I've ever actually heard one. The female fart, that is. I don't think I've ever heard one. I've heard talk of it, which is also equally rare. I'm sorry. And yes, I smell one by surprise. You know, you're laying up in a room next to someone you live with, and then all of a sudden this horrible smell comes out of nowhere. And you know that person just got out the shower, so what could it be? It's only one thing it could be. But you heard nothing. There was no gunshot. There was no sound that gave you any hint as to what was coming. The enemy was sneaky as hell. It let loose a smoke grenade right underneath your nose. But seriously, outside of a serious relationship, I don't think I've ever heard one. When do they take place, ladies? I'm talking to you, ladies. Seriously, when do you guys ever, quote unquote, let loose? When do you actually let that those cheeks, clap back and forth violently outside of being a strip club? No offense. Men, we do it often. Sometimes and some of us don't care. I'm not one of those guys, but some of us don't care. But ladies, I gotta say, if y'all do it, and let's say you do it just as often as us, we never know. Y'all don't announce them. You do not announce them. I don't think anyone does really, but you know what I'm saying. They never seem to be violent if they do occur. And as stated, when do they take place? Let's say you have one that's really right on the cusp of just making your just is right about to blow out, and you're right in front of some people or a person, right? Do you let it ease out slowly while you have this poker face? I mean, I really do want to know this life defining secret, because it really is one of life's greatest mysteries. As I said, I've been caught by surprise, knowing what the hell it was I smelled, but knowing that there was nothing forecasting or foreshadowing it whatsoever. I know this is a weird topic, but I thought I'd do something a little funny, but also something that's pretty interesting. So, ladies, do you go to the bathroom every time you gotta let one loose? Do you do it amongst each other? Like it's some sort of secret society thing amongst women? I know I may be taking this too far. I don't know if you do it around each other. I don't know. I don't walk in women's bathrooms. Okay. I may sit amongst a group of women that are having a conversation, whatever. But as I say, if ever it comes out, I don't know about it. I didn't hear it. But it's piqued my curiosity over the years. Like, when I just ask myself, like, when do they do it? I know when I do it, not disrespectfully, of course. I try my best to make sure I never do it inappropriately. Sometimes you can't help it, of course, but when do they do it? And I ask myself, I wonder, has a woman that I found that I've been sitting directly in front of, whether it be out on a date or in my own home, has she let one loose that didn't have a horrible smell and I knew nothing about it? And if so, if I could have been a fly on the wall, or if I could have been her intestines at the time, like, I just want to see, I wonder what her demeanor would have been that moment when she knew she had to let one go and couldn't get to the bathroom or didn't want to move at that point. That it probably would have been very explosive and violent. I wonder how she kept that under wraps. Or maybe, just maybe, they don't fart much, if at all. Maybe they don't, but I don't think that's true. I'm just wondering how the hell they get away with it so much. I'm sure when they're alone, they're probably no different than the guys. They let it loose, they don't care. But somehow, they've avoided detection when around people. And I think we can all learn a little bit. I think as men, we can all learn how to have a little more control over our flatulence. I'm just saying. Anyway, this was a serious topic. It may not seem like it, but it was. Ladies, as I said, please don't be offended. I promise you, I'm not attempting to put you on blast here. I'm not attempting to disrespect you. Actually, I'm very, very impressed. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. Believe me. I think all men can learn something from you in that regard. I really do. I'm not saying this just to say it. I do mean that. Because man, we have the tendency to be rude and or inappropriate, even when it comes to that. So I think we can learn something from you. I do. But how can we learn something when we don't even know it's taking place? Anyway, ladies, I love you. Have much love, deep love and respect for you. Period. Know that. But let me know what you think about this in the comments. All right? Peace.